Hey guys, good morning everybody. Today is Thursday, June 5th. It is 6:26 right now. We got market opening up in about 4 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up this room real quick and we'll get started shortly with our analysis for today. It's got a few things here to update and we should be good to go. All right, let me get this link sent out to you guys here in the premium. Thanks for going out. As people start to join in, I'm gonna go ahead and start marking up the liquidity over here, of course. Go down to the 4 hour, going down to the 2 hour here, down to the 1 hour, down to the 30 minute, down to the 15 minute, down to the 10 minute, and back down to the 1 minute here. All right, guys, if you're looking to take the breakout for today is going to be a sell, it looks like. All right, we got market open. Breakout's running right there for a sell. Got opening price right there. Looks like the breakout's pushing down at TP right now. Let me go ahead and mark up the market profile. So the market's a little mess, as you guys can see right here, because of this big spike that happened pre-market. That was news, obviously. So looking over here, we have the value high, which is currently at 560. I'll mark that up right here. Price is kind of rejecting off it as we speak. We got the point of control right here at 570. All right, looks like the breakout right there hit full TP, guys. If you guys took the breakout for today, full TP for a sell. Yeah, breakout right there, full TP, 50 points. So first entry for the day breakout right there, full TP, 50 points. Price is still dropping further. See what else we got down here. We got the value low, which is at the 500. So possible sweep right here. Value low. We got the point of control at the 490. Value low right here at the 460. All right, so it looks like price might be respecting this air. Big order just came in right now for, let's see. Big order just came in right here for a sell at 42,490. Keep watching. All right, so if you're looking for a sweep, guys, looks like the first sweep just happened right here. Or I mean, yeah, I guess the first sweep happened right there. There's a couple of sweeps here that happened. There's a sweep that happened right here, right on open. There's another sweep that happened right here at the we'll go with the point of control down here. It's a little messy right now, as you guys can see. The market's actually really messy now that I kind of take a double look at it. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going on right now. Okay, anyway, so I have my markups right here. Opening price, point of control, value high, value low, point of control. Looks like there was a couple sweeps here that happened. So it looks like when market opened up right here, so we had an MPSV2 that came down right here, obviously. This was pre-market. There's the MPSV2 that happened right there pre-market. There's no other MPSV2. Then there was a, let's see. Yeah, sweep looks like right here. I mean, sweep could have happened right there, or it could have happened down here. Next thing I'd be looking for here is a possible MPSV2. So there could have been a sweep right there, and then there could have been possibly another sweep right here. I mean, kind of depends on what you're looking at, because it did sweep back up from this point. Either way, I'm just marking this up so that you guys can kind of see where the storyline is playing through. So if we have these sweeps that are coming through, the next thing that I would possibly look for is an MPSV2. So there's an MPSV2 that's possibly setting up right here. The problem with this MPSV2 is that there's going to be a bunch of red flags down here, guys. So if we do get an MPSV2, it's going to be a tricky MPSV2 because of all the red flags, of course, right? So if you guys want to take it, I mean, feel free to take it. I'll mark it up for you guys. It is starting to set up right here for a sell. We have a sell signal. If this candle closes green, that's a retracement. And then we'll look for the continuation down further. Only problem is if price does push down to this point, possible bounce area is going to be right here for another sweep. If not sweep, probably manipulation off the sessions. So we'll take a look. Anyways, let me see the news that happened for today. I believe there was news this morning, so yeah. So looking at this over here, guys, we had news this morning. It was high impact at 5:30, continuing jobless claims, 4-week average, initial jobless claims, exports, imports. So it was pretty mixed right here at 5:30. That's what caused that big spike candle that happened over here at 5. Or actually, no, the spike candle happened at 5:40. This might have been a Trump thing. I've been seeing a lot of memes. There's another big spike that happened right here, which was the news, of course. This was the news candle. Big spike to the downside, but this huge spike to the upside, not exactly sure what caused that. Could be something that Trump announced. I wasn't paying attention around that time, so I'm not really sure. Other than that, there's no other news for today. So yeah, we'll kind of see where it's at. No MPS V2 here yet, guys. Again, we're getting close to the sessions right here. Um, Ideally, if I'm looking for an MPS V2, I'd like price to push down a little further. So I'd like to see price actually push down to this open area down here. So like push down, retrace, continue down lower for like a break and retest down here. But yeah, I'm not sure what caused this spike in price. Let's check this over here. So breaking news, China's Xi and Trump hold a call from Chinese state media. So I mean that could have caused a spike. I'm not sure exactly what, but that could have caused a spike right there. Yeah, that was so right here at 554. So that's like when the spike happened right there, around 550. You can see over here that was the breaking news. Is China's Xi and Trump hold phone talks at Trump's request. So Trump asked to speak, and that's what caused this huge, huge spike right here. This was posted by Chinese media. So that big spike because Trump is reaching out to China, meaning that he wants to make a deal, right? If Trump didn't want to make a deal, then he wouldn't have reached out to China. So he's the one that's making the reach out to China now. So it's showing that the US wants to make a trade deal. Like we're the ones hurting now because we're the ones that are reaching out to China. Um, I mean, we'll see. Trump's games are they're they're tricky. So we'll see what happens here. Anyways, there's no MPS V2 here yet, guys. Again, I'm looking for price to break and retest from this area right here. If price ends up giving an opportunity for entry around here, this is a little too tight for me to want to take it. It's like in the middle of all of the red flags. So what I'd like to see here is I'd like price to come below here, close, retest up here, and then close right back below. If we get that right there, then I'll be a little more inclined to take an MPS V2 for a sell. So we'll kind of see what happens here in a few. Yeah, exactly. So Nardi said the spike in price was due to Trump announcing phone call meeting with President of China. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the confirmation there. All right, this is going to be a little tricky, guys, for an MPS V2. This is setting up right here, but again, like I said, it's a little tricky because I wanted price to break below the sessions right here and then come below further. So. Yeah, what I'll probably do here is I'll probably look for the MPS V2 and if it ends up closing around here, I'll skip the MPS V2 and then I'll look for the sweep after. Because you got MPS V2 sweeps and then MPS V2 here. All right, so if you guys want to take this trade, take it at your own risk, guys. Like I said, this is like directly in all of the red flags down here. So I'm not really looking to take this trade here. If you guys want to take it, this candle has to close red. If it closes red, this is going to be an MPS V2. If it doesn't close red, you have to wait for a red candle to close in order for you to take it as an MPS V2. So just keep that in mind, guys. The candle has to close red. If it doesn't close red, there's no opportunity for entry there. And also this candle is a little huge. So another thing to look out for. It's a big candle. If you guys want to take it again, take it at your own risk. I'm not taking this MPS V2 here. It's just, there's obviously you can see all the manipulation happening on this candle. It's getting manipulated right here at the sessions. All right, there goes the MPS V2 currently running in profit. I'll watch it with you guys here. We'll follow it. Not in the position. I'll be looking for possible sweeps here. There's not really any more zones down here. It's kind of tough. Um, yeah, let me see over here. So the next value high, which is extended out, is going to be right here at the 400 price. So possible sweep right here. This is the value high from June 2nd. And then below that, we have 340. So I'll be marking up some levels down here. 340. Again, I'm not in this position right here, guys. There's too many red flags around that area. Yeah, there's way too many red flags around this area, so I didn't feel comfortable taking that trade there. So here's the thing: if we got the MPSV2 down here, so say for example we had the break and retest, right? This candle broke below, then we had the retracement, then continuation. In this situation right here, I would have taken the MPSV2. But because we had this situation over here where it ended up closing at the red flags, that's why I didn't take it. This is the actual setup that I was looking for. Might not even close that way. So again, I'm not in this position, guys. This is just the MPSV2 that I marked up because we wanted to follow the pattern. The problem with this here is that there was a bunch of red flags right here. We had the sessions right here, New York low. We had the sessions right here, Asia low. And then we had the value low right here. So there's going to be a lot of areas here for price to fake out. And that's why I decided not to take this here for MPSV2. Looks like a fake out sweep right here, possibly. Or I mean, who knows? This could possibly just come right back down and hit TP, but I'm not in the position. I haven't taken anything here yet so far. We had MPSV2. We had breakout over here, hit full TP, sweep, sweep, another MPSV2 here. So with the MPSV2 playing through, we have a possible sweep coming up next. That's what I'm going to be looking for. So regardless of this hitting, we have possible sweep happening next. Let's see what I'm going to do over here. I got to clean this up a little bit. It's a little messy. Clean that up right there. Clean that up right there. I'll leave this level up for now until we have a new level around down here. So the MPSV2 is still running. Looks like it's about to hit CP. It got really close to it right here. It pushed down about, the AT right now is currently at 27. So if you went for a 25 or whatever, or even a 20, looks like that would have hit, but the 30 is still on its way down. So this is where the sweep might happen. The sweep might happen right here at this value high. This is a value high from June 2nd. Here's a 30-minute time frame. Possible sweep right there. The problem here is there's no liquidity. For me, in order for me to have a sweep area, I want to have areas of liquidity down there. But there's just the problem is there's no areas of liquidity down here, right? The next level of liquidity is like way down here. So there's two possible areas of sweep here. If price continues to drop lower, possible sweep right here at the value high. Next area is going to be down here, possible sweep at the, sorry, value low, or yeah, value high and then value low right here. Two different areas of sweep at that point. Let's see. So Sam said he got into it. Nice. Sam got the MPSV2 and then he also got the A++. He got in for 20 points. Nice quick ins and outs right there, Sam. Yeah, so Sam got this MPSV2 here for 20 points. And then he also took the A++ that happened right next to it right there. So yeah, if you guys went for 20 points, full TP on that already. I mean, ideally, it looks like 20 points might be the move. So Sam got that for 20 points, and then he also took the A++ right here for 20 points as well. The 30 points haven't hit yet for this, but it's still, obviously it's still kind of pushing around right now. Yeah, Solange said the sellers are getting weak. If you guys want to take a sweep, there could be a possible sweep right here at the 42,400. Again, the main issue here is that there's no liquidity around this area, but this does look like a really nice sweep area. I don't know if you're looking at that right now, Sam. Sweep at the 42,400. See, the thing is, this candle is huge. So we'll see. All right, price got into that sweep area. I didn't grab the sweep because, like I said, there's no liquidity sitting around this area right here. In order for me to take the sweep, I need to have some sort of liquidity hanging out around here. There's no liquidity around this area. Next liquidity is way down here. So it looks like price broke through that level right there. Next sweep level is going to be right here, the value high or the value low from yesterday, or not yesterday, the third. So this value high got broken through. This value low right here is going to be the next target. This candle is huge, guys. If you look at the 30-minute candle, this candle here is just really freaking big. If you measure this, so in the past 30 minutes, this candle's pushed down about 237 points. So again, in order for me to take these sweeps, I need to take sweeps where the liquidity is sitting. I don't have any liquidity sitting around these areas. So this is why I don't see any actual sweeps happening here. These are just going to be like value high, value low points from previous days. But in order for me to actually take a sweep, like for me right now, if I was to take a sweep, um, my sweep would be like right here at this blue line or up here at this blue line. The next sweep area down here is it's at 237. See if there's anything around here that's even around that point. Okay, so my next level of sweep is probably gonna be down here. If I do decide to take any levels of sweep down here. 42, 230. Yeah, if I'm gonna take a sweep, it's gonna be way down here, guys. It's gonna be right at the 42, 237. So let's see, I'll mark up some criteria over here so that you guys can see. Yeah, so that's gonna be my opportunity for sweep down here. It's pretty far down, but that's kind of where I'm looking for price to go. Let's see. Sam said wait for it to come back to range above 42,463 for a buy. News employment was bad, by the way, so letting it dump may not be sweeping. Why catch a knife? Exactly. Yeah. There's just no sweep areas around there for me. In order for me to take the sweep, I need to take it where liquidity is actually sitting. So we have a point of control down here. It lines up with this liquidity. So that's going to be my closest area right here for a buy. Unless new liquidity gets established here. So for example, we might have liquidity. Well, actually, we do. So we have liquidity right here now. Um, yeah, next level of sweep might be right here, actually. So price comes back down to retest this area. There could be another level of sweep right here. So 42, 340, 42, 370. Stop loss will be at 42, 310. So there's a couple areas of sweep right here that may play out a little later. We got two levels right here and right here. We got price pushing back up. Um, there actually hasn't been a sweep yet, so since there's no sweep, the sweep is still it's still pending. Yeah, pending sweep right now, guys. Let's see. Visual said he went short below 2 minutes opening range for 100 points. Entry was at 42, 485, and he is done for the day. Nice. 42, 485. Solid. So from like way over here, 42, 485. Yeah, solid. So you got the break right there. Nice work, visual. Yeah, well, today was like really directional, so the orbs were working pretty perfect today. I mean, like I said, the orbs they have their days, right? The orbs will have the days when it's direction. We haven't had a directional market like this in a while, so like the orbs have been kind of tricky because we've been in this range. Today, price kind of broke below and it just kept dropping. Same with the breakout, right? The breakout works well in a directional market. So we don't really have a range here established yet, guys. If you guys are looking to take this sweep here, I'm probably gonna hold off on the sweep for now. Let me give it a few moments before I start looking for this actual opportunity because I'm not really seeing the range happen here yet. I mean, price is starting to consolidate around this area, but like, what Sam said, I'm not trying to catch a falling knife here because a lot of this stuff is news driven. I'm not sure if Trump has done speaking with China because the thing is, if he's talking to China right now, at any moment, price will spike. It'll literally spike as soon as there's any updates on this. So again, there's a possible sweep area right here at the 42,340. Yeah, Trump's not done speaking. He's been speaking. This call's probably going to go on for like maybe 30 minutes or so. It's going to go on for a little while, it seems like. Yeah, the value low from Tuesday still hasn't gone through yet. Hmm. For Cody. Where's Cody at? Swear this guy came to work with me today. And Cody like knows that the market's not. Whenever he's here, it seems like he knows that the market's gonna move. I mean, he hasn't been in his seat for like the past week. Haven't taken any trades for the past week. All right, so we got this right here. This is the only thing that I can see coming up, guys. The only thing that's really on my radar right now is gonna be a sweep because we haven't had oh, it's Kai. I knew there was one dog in here. And Cody took himself back to bed. Anyways, the only thing I'm looking for here, guys, is a sweep right now because we already had MPSV2 come up. We had an A++. The sweep hasn't confirmed yet. So the next thing that I can possibly look for here would be a sweep, which should be down here. The thing is, I want to get into the sweep, but I don't want to place a pending order just yet. Price is consolidating and ranging around here right now. So I do see a possible sweep happening at this point. Here, I'm going to set up my pending order just in case. I'm not going to put it up yet, but I'm going to have it ready. So if price does come down a little bit, if volatility picks up, I can just click to go. 42, 340. All right, let's see. Ah, fuck. Looks like the sweep already filled, guys. I totally missed it. I was waiting for it to come down and it already filled. Damn it. I don't know if anybody got into the sweep right there. I already had it set up. I was waiting for the volatility to pick up a little bit, but it looks like it filled in already right there. Let me see if I get in right here. I'll put my pending order. So let's see. The ATR is currently at 28 right now.
Order filled.
If this stops me out, it's fine. I'm gonna get in at the lower sweep right here as well. See, so I'm in it right there. The ATR is currently at 29, so this could probably push back up. It was just a big spike right there. I'm just trying to see here if like, the Trump and China call is going to affect this here. It's just we don't know when the call is going to end. Let's see, 6:56 right now. I'm only taking this at half risk, so I still have opportunity to get back in later if this doesn't play through. So not sure if I should adjust it. I'll be watching it here if I need to adjust my target a little bit. We got a V1 possibly setting up right here. Reversal pattern. It's moving a little slow. Yeah, so like you said, it's definitely moving weird. All right, it's all good. Got stopped out right there. Took it half risk, so not too much of a not too much of a loss there. I'll look for another sweep down below. So that was the first level of sweep right there. Next level of sweep is going to be down here, a little lower. Yeah, so with this right here, I was starting to see some consolidation happening. So I was looking for this to possibly come down, grab it, and shoot right back up into the range. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. But like I said, Trump and China are speaking right now. So the it's kind of in the air. It's in the air like when this thing's gonna move, because this can possibly move at any moment. All right, so the next level of sweep's gonna be down here. I'll try to get back in right here, a little lower. And I'll take this off. Yeah, try to get in on that bounce right there. So, I mean, this candle is huge, guys. If you guys look at this candle, it's due for retracement, right? It's pushed down 300 points. So eventually, I mean, this is going to be a pretty far drop. My next level for entry is like way down here. So this is going to be the next sweep area for me. There's nothing really in between. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Looks like the sweep here is actually playing through. It's like it pushed out a little further. So it looks like the TP stop loss might have been like maybe 50-50. I mean, it's all good, whatever. So the sweep here is actually pushing back up. Unfortunately, just got caught on this fake out. Yeah, there goes the sweep right there. What I'll be looking for next is possible MPS V2. Buy signals coming up right there. All right, we have a buy signal here currently pending. If this buy signal closes, this could possibly set up for a MPS V2. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like the sweep here. I mean, it's doing exactly what I was anticipating. I was looking for price to sweep this area and swing back up, but it dropped a little further. So it pulled past this area. Now it's pushing back up. Yeah, Shiv said I'm interested in this area for reversal, but yeah, watch for the MPS. Yeah, the volume profile right there. So he's looking for price to pull back up to that upper area. Yeah, it's Longy said, not gonna lie, this feels way too manipulated for me. It's 'cause it's like whenever Trump and China have or any tariff news comes out, the market gets heavily, manipulated. There's like you think price is gonna go one way or you think something's gonna happen, but then it ends up either consolidating or it goes like the complete opposite way. There's no updates with their calls, so like I don't even know. I do know that once their call is done, Trump's gonna have some big stuff to say, right? That's always the case. Trump always over exaggerates whatever they talked about. Like I already know Trump's going to say something like, "Oh, this call went very, very well," or something like that, or the negotiations are moving forward, or something like that. There's always going to be something like that that he's going to say. Um, yeah, I mean, we'll just have to continue to wait here for something to play through. So looking and continuing with the pattern here, guys, we had MPS V2 sweep, MPS V2 A++ sweep. Next entry is going to be MPS V2. This would probably work for a buy because we're looking for price to pull back into this upper range, right? So we're looking for price to pull back into this range here. Um, the range is like sort of established around this area right here to like some extent. I mean, not really, but sort of. It's a messy range. Let's check the 1 minute market profile. I mean, the 1 minute market profile is a mess. Which you guys can see right here. I don't even know where the value high is. Damn, the market profile is like super messed up for today. Yeah, because it's pushed down so low. The actual market profile is right here. It's right down the middle. So this is the actual profile for today. But price is dumped so far below that it doesn't even line up with the profile at all. It's going into the profile from yesterday. Yeah, so this is the profile for today on the 1 minute. But you guys can see all the manipulation that happens outside of it. So this is like where the volume is sitting, basically down the middle right here. This is where all the heavy volume is sitting. And then we have the spikes to the outside, spikes to the downside. All right, looks like price is pushing back up. So again, like I said earlier, guys, looks like the sweep here. I mean, it did what I was expecting. It just my stop loss was too tight. So this is the sweep area that I was talking about. It kind of like screwed around down here for a bit below the entry level, but eventually it pushed back up. So this just shows the analysis was fine. It's just, my TP stop loss just wasn't where it should have been. Maybe if we used a 50-50, this probably would have made more sense, but yeah. See, if we had a wider TP stop loss, it would have made more sense here, but it's okay. I'm sticking with the 30-30. That's just kind of where I've been at because of the ATR. But yeah, this sweep area over here was pretty much what I expected it to be. So we have a possible MPSV2 setting up over here now. This is going to be the next in line. Like I said, we go from sweeps to MPSV2s. So again, we had a sweep, MPSV2, A++, sweep. Now we're looking for MPSV2 here. Yeah, Sam said you're 42, 237. He's interested in. Yeah, I don't think price can get to that point now. It looks like it's going to retrace back up. Solange said might be done for the week. This NFP and Trump stuff is a lot. Yeah. So I think whenever Trump speaks, we just have to use a bigger, or like whenever there's something going on, we have to use a bigger TP stop loss. I mean, the other trades here would have hit too. Like if we use the 50-50 over here for these two, it just would have hit. It's the problem is, the it's just there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. Or if you want to stick to 30-30, I'm probably just going to stick with 30-30 right now. We'll just keep this in mind in the future because the thing is, Trump isn't speaking every single day. So there's no need to use these wide TP stop losses. I think in the future, maybe just avoid the market when Trump is speaking or when something big is happening. Um, but we do have an MPSV2 setting up right here, guys. And this candle has to close up here. The green candle has to close above this area. If it does, this is going to be an MPSV2 for a buy. It's got to close up here, though. It's got to be above the momentum signal. So I'll be watching for it. Yeah, Christian said this could be a possible head and shoulders that we've been identifying. Yeah. So for example, right here, guys, this could be a possible. So it looks like this is a shoulder, head, shoulder. Same pattern I've been identifying pretty much every day this week. So we just need this to close above this area right here. If it closes above, this will be an MPSV2 for a buy. It's got to close above this line right here. Be watching for it. Still hasn't closed up there yet. New candle right here. All right, the volume here is starting to kind of die down a little bit again. If this isn't set up for an MPS V2 for a buy, this could possibly set up for a sell. Um, the sell would be more ideal, in my personal opinion. The reason why I think a sell here would be more ideal is because if the sell does happen, we can ride this down to the sweep below. So if this here doesn't end up closing for a buy, we can get an MPS V2 for a sell down here and then sweep it right back up. So it doesn't look like we're going to get the MPS V2 over here for a buy. Okay, so the buys are gone, guys. We have possible MPS V2 setting up here now for a sell. So sweep down to liquidity down below here. MPS V2 to the downside and then a possible sweep back up from there. I mean, it's tricky right now. So there's no MPS V2 there for a buy. We now have possible MPS V2 starting to line up here for a sell. I mean, this makes more sense, obviously. I'm getting some liquidity over here. Right now, the waiting game begins. It looks like the MPSV2 is not going to come up for a sell either. It's pretty much just kind of going back and forth. Um, yeah, it's just ranging now. I mean, I wish the stupid range would have came up when I had my sweep right here. That was exactly what I was looking for. I was like, all right, come down range, sweep my level here and come back into the range. But it ended up coming lower right here to stop me out before it pushed back up. Again, right here, no sweep here for a sell, guys. So no sweep for a buy, no sweep for a sell, a possible, or sorry, no sweep. No MPS here for a buy, no MPS for a sell. Probably another one here for a buy. It is, I mean, it's a tricky market right now. This thing's just going back and forth. Let's see. Shiv said, yeah, lower liquidity entry for me would be 42,206, 42,26, 42,220. Gotcha. Okay. So you got a bunch of levels down there. That's a lot of different entry points. Um, but again, very shook by Mr. Donald Duck. Yeah, there's going to be a breakout soon, guys. I mean, price is going to spike. Once Trump announces whatever they talked about, there's going to be a breakout. I mean, there's no way around it. It's going to happen. It's just we don't know when it's going to happen. Yeah, there's nothing here right now. No updates. So Trump's been speaking with Xi for maybe 30 minutes now, or almost. They started speaking around like closer to 6. So, and eventually, whenever there's an update, that's what's probably going to cause price here to spike. So, no MPS V2 here for a buy, no MPS V2 here for a sell. Possible MPS V2 here, still setting up for a buy, but you can see that it's just in a consolidation range at the moment. There goes a range. Let's see, Brock's the gap between probably MPS V2 entry and liquidity is too little. Um, I mean, it looks fine to me, Brock, because if I mean, how many points is it away? So if we do get an MPSV2 for a sell here, I mean, it's perfectly, there's a lot of space right here, Brock, because the sweep's going to be down here. So, I mean, wherever this comes up from, there's a lot of opportunities here for entry because it would go right to the sweep. Like, for example, if this one over here would have played through, this would have came down right to the sweep. It would have been perfect, like MPSV2 directly to the sweep. To the upside, I'm not sure though. So the upside, yeah, it'd be too close. If we get an MPSV2 for a buy here, um, I mean, obviously the sweep would happen right here. It would happen right here, right? So the buy side, yeah, it's way too close. But the sell side, there's a lot of space here. Yeah, Christian said, not taking any buys. I would like MPS for sell heading to liquidity. Yeah, same here. There's a possible MPS V2 setting up right here for a buy, guys. If this green candle closes above this area right here, this could be possible MPS V2 for a buy. Only problem is we don't really have any sweeps around this area, so I don't have target. I mean, there's going to be sweep areas, of course. Like price can really bounce off any of these areas here. Sweep here. It can sweep from here. It can sweep from here. There's a lot of areas for sweeps to happen around here. Just nothing around like what I'm looking for specifically. All right, so again, this would have to close above this area right here in order for it to be an MPSV2, guys. I think this would be a really tricky MPSV2 though. Let's see, Sam's asking Sean, any level around 42, 427 cell sweep? I'm interested. 42, 227, 42, 427. There's like, so there's, I mean, there's two levels of sweep. It's not around like too close to that level. 42, 427. Actually, no, you're right. It's your sweep is exactly where my sweep's at. It's not a high confluence area. Because so I mean your sweep is exactly where my sweep's at. That's where my line's at right here, Sam. The only thing here is that the confluences are up here. So we have the sessions, which is the New York low and the Asia low right here. And then we have the value high from 6/2. So from June 2nd, we have a value high right here. The problem is your entry is right in between it, or your sweep's right in between it, right? So the sweep might happen right here, or the sweep might happen above it. So like what I would look for here is I would probably look for price to push up past that level and maybe bounce off the sessions up here because it's in between. So it's either you're gonna miss it because it sweeps off this lower level, or you're gonna go past and it's gonna hit this level here. So unless your stop loss is super wide, you might get stopped out before it reaches that point. Yeah, because if you use a 30-point stop loss and it pushes past it and it retests the sessions up here, then you're kind of screwed. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking at that level right there, but like I just said, I would probably just go in from up here instead. All right, so no MPSV2 there for a buy, guys. Price never closed above this area. That's three momentum signals now. So three tries for MPSV2, no entries yet. Nothing here for a buy, nothing for a sell, nothing here for a buy. We have another possible opportunity here for a sell. Again, I don't know if this here is going to play through, but we're going to have to see what happens. Yeah, no problem, Sam. Ideally, I'd be looking for a sweeper on that area too, but there's just if this pushed up higher, then it'd make more sense, right? If this liquidity level was like up here, then perfect. I would take it at that point. But there's too much open area here. And just, getting caught in this fake out right here just like reminds me, okay, take the farther level rather than the shorter one, or have a wider TP stop loss, of course. So there's a possible MPSV2 starting to set up right here. Yeah, Brock said abandoning his buy position opposite MPSV2 cooking. Yes, we have a possible MPSV2 here for a sell. We haven't had any MPSV2s come up yet, so that's the main thing that we're looking for right now, guys. We're just looking for that MPSV2 to set up. Once it sets up, we'll look for possible opportunity here. The sells here do look more ideal because if we do get an MPSV2 for a sell, again, we can ride this down to this level and then ride it back up. All right, so this candle closed slightly green, guys. Slightly green. So if the next candle closes red, this could be a possible MPSV2 for a sell. Only problem here is the volatility is starting to die down quite a bit. And the thing is, Trump might be done speaking with China pretty soon. He's been talking with China for about 30 minutes now. So, I mean, their calls usually don't last very long. No updates. Yeah, no updates. MPSV2 does not look like it's going to close up right here. So no MPSV2, guys. Again, we need a red candle here to close. Red candle closes. This could be a possible MPSV2 for a sell. Yeah, Brock said ranges. Yeah. I mean, price is still in a range here. We haven't had that MPSV2 come up. That's the main thing we're looking for here, guys. We're looking for that MPSV2 because that's the next in line. Um, Again, right here, we don't have any MPSV2 for a sell. Looks like the MPSV2 might just cancel out right here, and we might be switching to possible buys again. So, I mean, this is the fifth candle now, guys, or fifth momentum signal. There's a buy signal here came up, no MPSV2. Sell signal came up, no MPSV2. Buy signal, no MPSV2. Sell, no MPSV2. Now we're back into a buy. Um, Christian said, I don't like how the candles are moving. Seems like they're waiting for Trump to say China. Yeah, it's like that video you sent me yesterday, Christian. It's literally the video that you sent me. It's seems like a lot of people are just waiting. They're just waiting for any update here. All right, looks like we might finally get that push to the upside here. We got a buy signal, price is pushing up. This might be an MPSV2 for a buy. Your level right here is going to be tested, it looks like, Sam, the level that you were looking at. So again, I think this is going to blast right through your level. It's probably going to retest off this area up here. So, I mean, personally, I wouldn't take this as liquidity. There's no confluences nearby. They're kind of far off. All right, guys. So looking at this right here, we could get a possible MPSV2. The problem with this here now is that we're getting too close to the red flags. So this could be a possible MPSV2 here, but there's possible rejections from this point. It's possible rejections from this point. There's just no liquidity up here, really. Looks like that sweep might be playing through, Sam. I don't know if it's going to hold, but it did sweep there a little bit. It's a pretty long sweep. You would have to push down to here for it to finish through. Nice. So Sam actually got in at 42,433. You go for 20 points. So Sam got in from up here. Or you go for 15. Looks like 20 wouldn't have gotten hit. 15 looks like it would have gotten hit though. Yeah, I mean, a tricky entry there, but solid if it hit for you. You have to go for a pretty tight move there. So it's pushing up higher. I'm looking for the sweep to probably happen around up here. Probably back to that value high point. Let's see if there's any price points here that have kind of changed a little bit. So 400 is the value high now. No, it's still been there. It's always been at 400. Or value low. Value low is going to be here at 460. Okay, so the numbers haven't really changed very much. They're still where they were before, surprisingly. Yeah, nothing's changed actually. The market profile hasn't adjusted at all. So there goes that sweep area that I was talking about earlier, guys, at the sessions. It didn't get to the sessions, but it got pretty close to it. All right, nothing here yet. Nice, yeah. So Sam, he put his pending a bit above, like you said, pulled out at 20 manually. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, no, same thing. MYM or YM, same thing. Yeah, but yeah, Sam pretty much got in and out pretty quick from that sweep there. Yeah, I mean, it would have been a nicer sweep if it was a little bit higher, right? Like I said earlier. So this over here is probably gonna be a good sweep area up there. All right, the MPSV2 still hasn't came up, guys. This is a possible MPSV2 right here. So if this candle closes green, this will possibly be an MPSV2 for a buy. I personally would be a little cautious about this entry here because it's going to have to cut into all the red flags, like I said earlier. There's a ton of red flags around this area here. If you want to catch the sweep, so this could be, you could double time this. Like this could be a MPSV2 right here. And then if you want to catch a sweep back down, you could probably sweep it right back down from here from the sessions. Right. I mean, if you want to sweep it from liquidity, you can too. If you want to sweep it from the value high, you can too. There's a couple areas right there for sweeps to happen. There's a value low right here, and this could bounce directly off it. So yeah, this is an MPSV2 here for a buy coming up for a close. I'm not going to take this MPSV2, but I'll be looking for the possible sweep to follow. All right, so this is an MPSV2 currently running, guys. I'm not in this position. Like I said, there's too many red flags around this area. Ideally, I'd probably rather want to just take a sweep here if I can. Probably go for the highest sweep level here because I don't want to fade my own trade. Sweep level would be right here at 265. So 265 sweep. Be watching it right here. Nice. So Sam got in, got out at 15 points. Nice work, Sam. Shave got in and out for 20 points. The sweep might happen. I mean, it might even happen even earlier right here. There's just a lot of areas of sweep right there that can happen, or that I can pull through from. See if I get the sweep right here at the sessions. The sweep might already happen right here at the value high.
Order submitted.
Yeah, I might have missed a sweep there. See if it rejects off the sessions. Let's see, the ATR is currently at 22 right now. So, let's see, the 20 range would be somewhere around, see where the 20 range is at. 20 range would be right there if anybody wants to adjust at the 20. So the 20 is at 445. Or if you want to hold it for the full 30, feel free. I'll probably move my stop loss and profit once it gets to the 20 mark. And I'll write it down further. All right, move my stop loss and profit. So stop loss is in profit. I'm going for the full 30 right there, but I can get out right here at 20 if I want. All right, I mean, it's a risk-free trade. If it goes down to 30, great. If it gets me out at 20, that's fine too. Let's get to that full 30. Almost there. There you go, full TP. I'm out. I'm out. Eating both ways.
Target
Yeah.
found.
Target filled. Yeah, there you go. 30 points. So I got out right there at 30, guys. I mean, it's solid. Break even day for me, but it is what it is. Hit it both ways. Yeah, Barack said, are we eating both ways? Yes, we are. Yeah, definitely, Barack. So, yeah, so played up perfect, guys. My analysis right here, it did exactly what I mentioned. I got in for the full 30, got my stop loss in at 20 once it pulled down. And there you go, target filled. So I'm out of this here, guys. Full TPs both ways. If you guys caught that for 20 for the MPSV2. So the analysis is spot on, guys. Like this is exactly what we looked for. This is exactly what we waited for. And it did exactly what we anticipated. So we waited for price to um, provide the MPSV2, right? Like I said, followed by a sweep. What's coming up next? MPSV2. So now I'm looking for an MPSV2 right back to the downside. You just gotta like understand what your game plan is, guys. Like for me, I've been following this game plan all week. So I'm like, okay, if I take a win, great. If I take a loss, great. That's like, it's part of the game. You just gotta stick to your game plan. So again, now we're looking for possible MPSV2. Yeah, Nick's at break even. So he says, I feel better about taking half risk. Yeah, exactly. Because you have an opportunity to make it right back, right? You can make a mistake. I mean, this wasn't a mistake though. We just got screwed on this one, Nick. So. Um, if we had a wide enough TP stop loss, we would have survived it. But like I said, there's gonna be sweeps where the price will sweep and it'll stop you out before it sweeps, or it'll sweep and it'll like either miss where you're at or go even further. So yeah, definitely Sam said good job, bro. Watching 42 479 for a sell. Yeah, that would have been good too up there. All right, so we have a new level of liquidity right here, guys. Right there. If price ends up ever pushing back up. Got some more liquidity right here. I'm just glad that I was able to break even for the day. That's the key thing, right? Key thing, I'm basically back at where I started. So no biggie, no front, no fret, same old, same old. We just gotta see where this ends up going now. So we got the sell signal here, price is pushing down. It does, right? Sorry guys, 1 second. All right, guys, I'm back. Damn, huge spike right here. I guess Trump just got off that call with China. Let's see, any update? That's a huge spike. I mean, no breaking news, but spike is coming out of nowhere. How many points? It's almost 83 point spike right there. Shiv is asking CJ. No, that was Christian. So Christian had the double size issue. All right, so let's see. I mean, the market's starting to move kind of crazy, guys. I might wrap this up for myself pretty soon because this is yeah, this is kind of tricky right now. So we're getting like 80 point candles now coming up. So this is a possible MPS V2 right here starting to set up, guys. Solange said, LOL, I closed the app after this. Yeah, no, I mean Trump's probably done speaking with China, and there's probably gonna be updates happening soon. It hasn't been announced to like the general public, but if you guys have like, I mean, if someone has a Bloomberg profile or a Bloomberg terminal or something like that that announces quicker, or if anyone has okay, so there's an update right here. It says US should withdraw its measures against China. China's Xi president, US should remove negative measures. Okay, so US should increase cooperation. Now we're getting a spike to the upside. So, okay, news is coming out now. It says right here, US and China should reduce misunderstandings. So it looks like, I mean, we already knew this was going to happen, right? We knew there was going to be some sort of agreement, regardless of like whatever they talked about. So yeah, basically right here, they're saying that US should reduce tariffs against China. They should increase cooperation on economy and trade. China's Trump tells Trump, China implemented Geneva Agreement. Trump. All right, price starting to fly right now. Yeah, so Sam said, so taco, right? Exactly, taco. Trump always chickens out, literally. So yeah, Trump is making well, China's basically making all the decisions right now. Trump, yeah, taco is real. So I wouldn't recommend taking any trades now, guys. Look at these big spikes right now. I mean, I should probably I'm gonna wrap it up for the day, honestly. I'm not gonna take anything else. Um Yeah, it's taco, literally taco, like what Sam said. If you guys have not heard of taco, taco is the acronym for Trump. Trump always chickens out. And that's literally what happened here. Trump was not with Trump wasn't about the business. He didn't stand his ground. He's now going to probably remove measures on China. They're probably going to agree to something. Yeah, the ATR is super high now, guys. It's at 34. So yeah, this is a clear representation, and that it's not gonna it's not going to go away. Like, I mean, the thing with Trump is like he's been doing this for a while now. If you guys have noticed, he likes to scare people. He uses a lot of these scare tactics to scare people, and then everything just kind of falls out, right? Falls out or it falls through. So, yeah, you guys can see where the sweeps happen right here, guys. So the sweep happened. I mean, there's no MPSV2 that came up. It's just a bunch of sweeps. Sweep happened right here, and a sweep happened right here. It doesn't mean that there can't be sweeps after sweeps, but ideally, you probably want to look for the MPSV2 to follow the pattern, right? Um, so yeah, the the uh MPSV2 still hasn't came up, but there's been sweeps around these areas here. Sweep from down below, sweep from up here. So yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I'll answer whatever questions you guys have. I'm probably gonna wrap this session up a little early today, guys, because there's just going to be follow up with like what happened with Trump and China. So like whatever's happening here, it's just going to keep happening as more news comes out. CNBC hasn't released anything yet. So as soon as CNBC releases something, you're going to see another reaction in the market. Because the thing is, we saw this on Financial Juice, right? So the general public hasn't heard what has happened yet. So if you look over here on CNBC, there's no updates here. Let me see real quick. Yeah, there's like literally no updates. If you look over here, it says this is breaking news, refresh for updates. There's no updates on CNBC. So like the general public doesn't know what's happened yet. That's why I have different news sources here where I'm looking at. See, there's nothing here. 44 minutes ago was the last update from CNBC. That's why I'm looking at Financial Juice here. This is a different website because it gives me the news as it happens. Kind of tempted to pay for it now because I actually like that I know the news before it actually comes out. How much is Elite? I want to buy an Elite account now. That's not that much actually. It's 69 bucks a quarter. All I'm looking for are the headlines, really. Elite over here. So Pro is gonna be like that. Yeah, might be useful. All right, so breaking news. China's President Xi and Trump agreed to start a new round of talks ASAP. And then look at the big spikes right here, guys. Huge spikes again. So again, if you guys want to trade this market, I mean, feel free. Like I said, I do not recommend trading this type of market. This is the type of market that will either it'll make or break your account. So, just be careful because you can easily blow your account here. You can easily make your account. It just depends on like where you end up on either side of the market. It's a break-even day for me, so I'm cool. Not really tripping about this at all. It's like, I mean, it is what it is. Let's see. Nice work, Shiv. So Shiv over here, let's see Shiv's profits. If you guys have profits to post up, feel free to send them in. Like I said, I don't think this is a good market to be trading in because we got, I don't know why people always post stupid videos. All right, let me see. I'll post this up real quick. This is Shiv's profits. Yeah, so Shiv over here just passed another account, looks like. Um, yeah, great profits for the day so far, Shiv. Shiv made about, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's about 11,000 for the day. So great work right there, Shiv, on your accounts. Um, Other than that, let's see what else we got here. There's nothing else coming up right here. I mean, the first thing we would need would be an MPS V2. MPS V2 still hasn't came up yet, guys, if you guys have been paying attention to it or been following it. No MPS V2 here yet. New high right there. New low right there. Yeah, this is too tricky of a market, guys. Like you can see over here, there's not even any MPSs that are coming through. Obviously the MPS V2 came up right there. There's no MPS V2 sell that came up right here. There's no MPS V2 buy that came up right here. And look at the ATR, like what CJ said, not CJ, Christian. Said, look at the ATR, that's a warning. ATR is currently at 43, guys. This is way too high. So that's your heads up. Andrew said Apex just asked me for my chart markups. That can't be good. I mean, it shouldn't be too bad, Andrew. You'll know exactly where to mark it up from. So, but yeah, no, if they start asking you that, they're at least you have something to show them. So here's the thing, a lot of people have been asking me about that, and a lot of people get mad at Apex for asking for that stuff. But you guys got to see things from Apex's point of view. They just want to make sure that you're actually trading and you're not copying, you're not on somebody's copier. That's the main reason why Apex asked for that, right? There's a reason behind it. Everyone gets kind of pissed off about it, but like if you're really trading and you're the one that's actually doing trading, then it shouldn't be a problem. Why is it going to be hard for you to prove that you're actually trading? So just keep that in mind, guys. Apex is going to reach out to you. Usually they reach out to you after your first or second payout just to confirm that you're actually trading and you're not just on somebody's copier, um, and that you actually know what you're doing. So yeah, don't be scared or don't be worried once Apex asks you for that because eventually they're going to ask you for video confirmation. They're going to want you to record your trading, or they'll want you to send markups just like what they're asking for Andrew over there. Damn, Lila killed it today. Lila's trading with the big dogs today, huh? Lila. She was talking about how she doesn't hit like the thousands, and Lila just hit 3,000 today. Is this a record? Looks like it might be. So Lila over here, she locked in 3,450 for the day. Nice work, Lila. Yeah, you killed it. Looks like you just passed an account, or if this is funded already, you made some profit on that account, Lila, 'cause you're at 54,000. So if this here was an eval, looks like you would have passed an eval. If this is a PA account, looks like you would have made some nice profit on that. Nice. Okay, perfect. So big congrats to Lila over there. She passed another Apex account. So another funded PA account right there with Lila. And the good thing is that you passed it during the promo. There's a promo going on right now, so you're gonna get that discount with the PA fee. Congrats, Lila. Awesome work. Oh yeah, I just saw your message here. So Lila said, OMG, let the boys argue again. I'm done. Thank you, King Trade. Didn't make big money on this, but the most she's made in a day. If I drank, I'd get Friday night. Yeah, nice work, Lila. Yeah, no, that's something to celebrate over. So this is the most profit Lila's made in one day. We've been following your profits, Lila. You usually make around like 900 to 1,000 to around, you know, low thousands, but you made it to 3,450 for the day. So great day for you there. There's a lot of entries that came up, guys. So I've been marking up entries as they show up. It just kind of depends on where your risk appetite is. So it looks like we had an MPSV2 right here come up. It was right at the sessions though, so obviously not one that I would recommend taking, but we're just marking this up for documentational purposes so that we have an idea of like what to look for next, right? So MPSV2 came up right there. Um, and now we're looking for a possible sweep. Again, if you're looking to take this sweep here, guys, the sweep is going to happen probably down here. So if you're looking to sweep, guys, look for the sweep down here. I mean, it's probably not going to get filled anytime soon, but this is going to be where the sweep's going to happen for a buy. So the buy sweeps are going to happen right here. The sell sweeps are going to happen right here. I probably would get in from the point of control, that black line right there. So yeah, guys, if you guys are trying to get in on some entries here, got this marked up for you guys. I'm done for the day. I'm going to actually turn off my laptop right now as we speak. I'm not going to take anything under this hectic market. All right, so I'm done for the day, guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put your questions in the chat. 7:50 right now. It's about time to wrap it up anyways. So let's see. Sam said, for my journal, can we conclude how many MPSV2s we won today, if possible? Yeah, sure, definitely, bro, of course. Do you want to see how many won and how many lost, or just how many won? I think they all won today, or yeah, pretty much all of them won except for this last one, but I wouldn't have taken this one. I don't even think this would be, you want to count this because the candle was too big. It was at the sessions. This was right when Trump spoke, so I wouldn't even count this last one. But the ones that actually came out for today, Sam, we had, let's see, we had one, two, three. We had three that hit full TPs here. We had this one right here. There's a sweep right here. So MPSV2 win, sweep, MPSV2 A++ that you took. If you want to count the A++, Sam, you could add another one to it. So MPSV2 1, MPSV2 2, A++, that's three. And then these right here too. So one, two, three MPSV2s, one A++. They all hit CP. I wouldn't count anything down here. That obviously this is all market manipulation based off Trump. Everything else though is fine, looks like. All right, Shiv's done. Andrew said, yeah, not worried. Added a few strategies, some I'm sure it looks weird. Yeah, no, exactly, true. That's why like I try to stick to two strategies, because otherwise it's gonna be hard for me to prove to them as well. But all right, guys, I think that's it for the day. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Let me take a screenshot of all of our entries for the day. Oh, and I'll put two official entries today. One Kodi sweep loss -30. Where's that stop sign? I don't know the symbols that. Stop and target on this one. All right, cool. So yeah, we had two entries that came up today, guys. Yeah, two official entries, but two so break even day, and then um the rest of the entries that came up. So, all right, Christian, we'll see you here tomorrow. Christian's done too. Looks like everyone here is pretty much done. So, all right, guys, if you guys have any questions, hit me up on Discord. Otherwise, today was a pretty decent day. I mean, this whole week's been pretty decent overall. This is the first day I took trades. I took one loss over here. Unfortunately, the sweep just kind of pushed a little too far, but it came right back up. And then I took the sweep over here for a full TP with like literally no drawdown. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Otherwise, tomorrow is NFP, so we'll take it easy tomorrow. We'll try to get some entries, but we're going to be careful with market conditions. So, all right, guys, if you guys have any questions, reach out. Otherwise, I will see you guys back here tomorrow.